Good, Mark. How you doing?
All right, thanks.
Good.
Can you? I know it's been a couple days, but can you give us a couple ideas of like who was the coolest person you heard from after the play, the hit the other night, and how many of you stuff to get back to? Did Jimmy Fallon call or anything? I mean,
No, nothing like that. I mean, my phone was going bananas. It took me a couple hours on the off day just to try to reach back out to everybody and just thank them for taking the time out of their day to reach out. So, ton of support. I guess the coolest person. I don't know. I think I got a couple of good DMs on Instagram from some people. Can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but just a ton of support in general. It was amazing.
anybody bigger than Neil or
Bigger than who?
than Neil?
No, no, that's a tough one to beat. So no, nobody bigger than him.
And one other thing is, you guys, you're pulling out all these close games. People are talking about this camaraderie, maybe more so than we've heard before. Is that all connected, you think?
I think so, man. I think this is such a tight knit team, and nobody wants this team this season to end anytime soon. So we play well together. We mesh together. We have fun. It's a real joy to come to the park every day.
Hey, Bros. I know you're kind of still in the middle of this run, but I mean, Dan Johnson kind of 12 years ago hitting those home runs, those kind of clutch home runs. It seems like your home run's kind of going to be up there when it comes to Rays history. Have you had time to kind of reflect on that, or are you just kind of focused on what's kind of happening here?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely recognize it and realize that those are pretty big home runs in big time situations. But yeah, I mean, to hear that there's comparison to some of the great home runs in this organization's history is definitely awesome. But maybe hopefully I'll be put in more situations like that to kind of add to the list. So yeah, I think it's amazing to be in that conversation. But yeah, I mean, that's something I can reflect on in the offseason a little bit more.
Mike, can you touch on the play you made in the ninth inning yesterday? You've probably played first base the least of your spots and have to move across the diamond and make that play. How proud were you on that end that you were able to make that play in the ninth?
Yeah, I think it was a good play by Diego. Just that initial reaction, first step, it's a race to the bag. But yeah, I knew in that kind of heavier shift, the right-handed heavier shift, that nobody was over there on that right side. Yeah, I think the biggest part of that play was just not questioning the decision, just going straight at it, right? Not hesitating, I guess would be the right word. And same thing with Diego. He got over right away, right off the bat. His first step was the first base. So it was a good play all around. But yeah, definitely proud, especially in that situation. Big time play in late in the inning, late in the game like that.
And are your parents out here? Have they been able to come up from Indiana to watch you play in these games?
No, unfortunately not. I get a bunch of FaceTime calls from them. So they're not here physically, but they're here in spirit for sure.
Like when you were in college there in Oakland, did you think all along that you would get a shot in football, or did you have like a backup plan for your career?
No, I didn't have any backup plan. I had all my eggs in one basket. It might sound bad to say, but yeah, I thought while I was in college, I had the capabilities and I had the numbers to at least get a chance in pro ball, and yeah. Obviously, the draft didn't work out per se, but just getting in was the goal. So it didn't matter how I got in, as long as I got in, I thought I'd have a good chance.
When that chance finally came, and you went right down there that day, what were your expectations for the Rays? Obviously, they passed on you 40 rounds. Did you think you had as good a shot as anybody, or was it going to be even harder for you?
Yeah, no, I knew my window was really small. Going into it, the scout that signed me, James Bonucci, was basically laid it on the table, which is really all I could ask for, is saying we have a roster spot, can't guarantee much playing time, can't guarantee really much of anything, but there's a spot for you and kind of do what you want with it. So going in with that being said, I knew, like I said, the window was really small. Opportunity was closing in probably more than most people that kind of had their first year in pro ball. So I knew right away I had to take advantage of what was in front of me.
How'd you get better with Tampa Bay? Like, what did you do to improve your game and get all the way to the big leagues?
Yeah, I think it was just a consistency of being versatile. I think what really got me on the field more was being able to play those different positions. I think I always had like the talents and played the game right throughout college and throughout the minor leagues, but getting on the field and getting other people to see it and those scouts to see it was kind of the bigger challenge, with me being able to play multiple positions and getting the lineup that way. I think that was probably monumental in getting me and rising up through the levels in the minor leagues.
Mike, forever this team has been the underdog role, the Cinderella, but now there seems to be not only that, but with everything with the Yankees, that good guy role, and you've kind of been the headline of that, whether you want that or not. Do you guys sense that with the Astros too on the national stage? Is it something you sense and you embrace?
Yeah, I think that's a good characteristic and a good way to characterize our team is the underdog and good guy. We got a lot of guys that play the game right. Got a lot of hard workers. Maybe some guys that have been overlooked in their careers and have that chip on their shoulder. So when you have that combination of people being hungry and feeling like, they might have been overlooked in their careers and also playing the game right, and add all the talent that we have on this team, it's a pretty special combination.
Is that group having a chip on its shoulder? Is that something you guys talk about, or is that something you guys just kind of understand about each other?
Yeah, I don't think it's really talked about too much. I think it's just kind of instilled in everybody. Coming to this organization, we do things a little bit differently, and you really find it easy to buy in very quickly when you get in here. So it's really nothing that we preach. It's just kind of inherited once you come into the organization.
Anything else for Mike?
Yeah, just real quick, Mike, when you were growing up, did you have a favorite player, favorite team? What got you into baseball in the first place?
I did. My dad was a big Cubs fan, so he instilled that into me. Favorite player growing up, I was a Sammy Sosa fan. I was a big Mark Pryor fan, Kerry Wood. I mean, the list goes on. Just big Cubs fan in general growing up.
That 03 series must have killed you then, huh? You were like 9 years old?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, Mike, what do you make of the? We've talked a lot about obviously all the attention you've been getting, and rightfully so. What do you make of the Randy Arozarena experience?
Oh my gosh, unbelievable! He's on another level. He's on a new world right now. The crazy thing is his pregame routine is just so simple and so basic that it's astonishing that when he goes into the lineup and he sees actual velocity, what he's been doing. So, yeah, you kind of just get out of his way, let him keep doing what he's been doing, and just observe from afar. It's pretty cool.
What have you learned about him just this month or two? Just like what kind of guy he is? It's so crazy.
He's a great dude. He's funny. He's genuine. He knows how good he is, and he's excited to show the world how good he actually is.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, guys.